And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's one incomplete. It's John Brown. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Mahomes firing complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And again, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Jeudy complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Marquise Goodwin. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got his man. It's taken in for a touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Sheds himself free. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Cincinnati.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Goodwin able to hold it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. 11 yards there, 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now this one was tight end out on the right side. yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the gun, here's Newton. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
The score, Bengals 14, Vikings 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open left side is Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
15-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mahomes now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is up to 8.
13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
We're past to Brown as he hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes to throw once more. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Goodwin. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And 2.
Now it's Mahomes again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First down, Mahomes. this one down for Chubb. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Second and 6 at the Bengals' 21-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquise Goodwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right.
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Drive about to get going, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
The kick
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Vikings 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Drops it off for Chubb. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A big play there for Cincinnati. 73 yards. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
And his kick is good.
The score, Bengals 35, Vikings 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. They run. Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 36, Mahomes. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Mahomes now on first down. That's complete to a speedy wide Goodwin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Made by Jordan Brooks.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. This gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Makes the score. Bengals 35. Vikings 20.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. With that last pass, CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, How many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Cincinnati.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Harmon on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Romeo Okwara in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And long.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And down inside the 15 he goes. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
18 on the play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And again this time the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This enough to make it a two-score game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got Dallas Goedert. His tight end over the middle. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael Davis, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and the people who really enjoyed this game, they're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 now at 6-5.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.